In this podcast episode, Rich Roll interviews Ken Cook, the president and co-founder of the Environmental Working Group, EWG. The conversation delves into the current nutrition crisis, the need for fresh food closer to cities, and new methods of growing food that conserve soil. Cook discusses the challenges in policymaking, citing the paralysis and stranglehold of lobbying efforts in Washington. He explains how the success of environmental laws in the past has been met with resistance from powerful industries, leading to a slowdown in passing new regulations. This has resulted in a lack of trust in regulatory bodies like the FDA, USDA, and EPA, further complicating the regulatory landscape. Despite the challenges in policymaking, Cook emphasizes the power of consumer awareness and empowerment. He discusses how the private sector has stepped in to drive change, with consumers seeking out information and making informed choices. This shift has led to the rise of consumer-facing initiatives like EWG's database on personal care products, which empowers consumers to make healthier choices. Cook explains how EWG provides resources and guides to help consumers make better choices. The organization's database, Skin Deep, rates personal care products based on their safety and ingredients. By providing transparent information, EWG aims to empower consumers to choose products that align with their values and health goals. The conversation touches on the EWG verification program, which sets rigorous standards for companies seeking certification. Products that meet these standards are listed on EWG's platform, providing consumers with a trusted label to look for when making purchases. The program ensures that products undergo thorough scientific evaluation, distinguishing them from other certifications in the market. Cook discusses the importance of labeling in helping consumers make informed choices. He highlights the organic label as a meaningful standard, particularly in terms of pesticide use. However, he acknowledges the challenges of navigating the multitude of labels in the market and advises consumers to look for certifications with robust standards and scientific backing. The conversation delves into the prevalence of environmental toxins in everyday products, from glyphosate in breakfast cereals to forever chemicals in drinking water. Cook acknowledges the overwhelming nature of this issue, but emphasizes the agency individuals have in reducing their exposure. By making conscious choices and advocating for change, consumers can drive industry reform and signal the need for safer products. Cook encourages individuals to take action by putting skin in the game and getting involved in societal issues. He stresses the importance of staying engaged, even in the face of overwhelming challenges, as collective efforts can lead to meaningful change. By committing to civic engagement and supporting organizations working towards positive change, individuals can contribute to a healthier and more sustainable future. The conversation delves into the criticism of fear-mongering that Cook often faces regarding the dangers of these chemicals. He addresses this criticism by emphasizing the multiple health endpoints associated with forever chemicals and the need for precautionary measures. Cook highlights the importance of community action and scientific evidence in understanding the risks posed by these chemicals. He also mentions the role of industry in downplaying the dangers of these chemicals and the need for regulatory action to protect public health. Cook also discusses the widespread use of glyphosate, the active ingredient in Roundup, and the litigation surrounding its harmful effects. He explains how glyphosate accumulates in the body through various sources, including food, water, and air, leading to increased health risks. The conversation touches on the challenges of eradicating glyphosate from pesticides and the differences in regulatory approaches between the U.S. and the European Union. The discussion then shifts to agricultural subsidies and the upcoming Farm Bill, which includes subsidies for major crops like corn, soybeans, wheat, cotton, and rice. Cook explains how these subsidies, initially intended to support farmers during times of economic hardship, have evolved into a system that benefits a small group of farmers growing specific crops. He highlights the concentration of subsidies among a few recipients and the impact on land values and input prices in the agricultural sector. Cook emphasizes the need for transparency in agricultural subsidies and the importance of reevaluating the current system to ensure fair distribution of funds and support for sustainable farming practices. He discusses the role of taxpayer dollars in subsidizing large-scale farming operations and calls for greater accountability and oversight in the allocation of subsidies. The EWG provides resources such as the Dirty Dozen and Clean 15 lists, which rank fruits and vegetables based on pesticide contamination levels. This information helps consumers make informed choices about which produce to buy organic. Additionally, the organization offers databases like Skin Deep for personal care products and Food Scores for processed foods, allowing consumers to access information on product safety and ingredients. Consumer choices have a significant impact on the market, influencing companies to reformulate products and adopt safer practices. By choosing products with lower pesticide levels, fewer harmful chemicals, and more sustainable ingredients, consumers can drive positive change in the industry. This shift towards healthier options is evident in the reduction of harmful ingredients like oxybenzone in sunscreens and the availability of organic and clean personal care products. Environmentalism is evolving from a focus on what to stop to what to support. By being for sustainable and healthy alternatives, individuals can drive change in the economy and society. The shift towards green energy, organic farming, and clean products is driven by consumer demand for healthier and more environmentally friendly options. This bottom-up approach to environmentalism is creating a new normal where sustainable choices are not only preferred but economically viable. Making intentional choices in everyday purchases can have a ripple effect on the market and drive positive change. By supporting companies that prioritize sustainability, health, and transparency, consumers can influence the industry towards safer and more environmentally friendly practices. This shift towards a healthier future is fueled by individual agency and the collective impact of consumer choices on the market.